Hi there, and welcome to my video. This is how I make a dress form, a female body dress form out of aluminum foil on top of a Barbie doll. This video is originally a very long video, but I've shortened it down and cut the video into 4 or 5 smaller videos. In the first one, I'll show you how I make the actual body shaping. And as you can see, the doll I've already made has absolutely no neck. So in order to give her a neck, I have to take off her head. The doll I'm going to make now has a long, slim neck, so I don't have to pull her head off. I'll start by taking my aluminum foil, a piece of aluminum foil or metal foil, and wrap it around the body. I want to cover the whole body with aluminum foil and make an inner layer on which I can shape the actual body. And as you could see, I wasn't able to cover the whole back, so I need another piece of foil. This shaping the body with metal foil is it's not hard work, but it takes a while, and you have to be a little bit patient. You also have to in the beginning here put a lot of pressure on the foil in order for it to shape nice and tight. But when I start layering the foil and shaping the body, I'm using a tender touch. I won't be pressing so hard. But right now I'm pressing and making sure that it's all nice and very tight. I also cover up her arms, not because I want to give her long arms, because that's not what I'm going to do, but because covering the whole arm makes it easier for me to make the arm the way I want it to. And it's very important to make it nice and tight. I'm going to start shaping the actual female body now, and I want it to be a very full body, luscious body, I think it's called. I want it to be big in the right places. So I'm starting with the breast, and as you saw, I took a piece of foil and I crimpled it very lightly, squeezed in the end of the foil and squeezed the middle of the foil. And now I'm putting a light pressure on with my fingers, and it needs to be a light pressure, because if I use one big pressure, I'll make it out of shape, and it will be pointy in the wrong places. So with a lot of small light pressure put on the foil, I make the air go out of the foil, and I make it crumple together and harden so that I can make the shape that I want. In order to make her breast stay in the right position, I add another piece of foil all around her body. That way it's not glued to her body, but it's foiled in. It's wrapped in foil. and it needs more than one layer. I actually need to put several layers on in order to get the shape that I want. I want this dress form to be, as I said, very full. I want the body to have big breast, small waist, a big butt, and wide hips. That's the kind of female shape that was very modern in the old days. Marilyn Monroe had some of it, and today we have the Kardashian girls. They have it, and I'm absolutely in love with that shape. I don't have it. I wish I had, but unfortunately I don't. But I can I can give my doll, my dress form, the shape that I want. And now I'm working on her butt. And the same way as the breast, there are two, yeah, there have to be two. So with my nails and my finger, I put pressure on and make it shape the way that I want it to. It's like if you're working in a piece of clay. If you press hard, you'll make a big hole and you will squeeze it out of shape. But if you put small pressure, little pressures, if you only use a little pressure, it won't make a big hole, but you will give it a little shape. That's what I'm doing with the foil. You could also use, if you don't have strong fingers, you could use a tool to make the shapes. You could use the end of a brush. You could use a pencil, a spoon, anything that you think could help you to make the shape that you want. And I'm going for a full body shape, a big body in my dress form. But you can make your body look another way. Maybe you want a body with a small butt and a big breast, or you want the opposite. Maybe you want the waist to be bigger. That's all up to you. But I want this shape. I want this female body shape. It's sort of, to me, it's like Mother Earth. It's a shape of a really of a real woman. So as you can see, I'm adding more than one layer. It's quite a lot of layers that has to be added, and you could do one big piece and start shaping it, and you could do it in a lot of different ways than I do it. But this way, I'm sure that I will get a very steady, a tight, a hard body shape. So the dress form will be very stable. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I think that's it. It will be hard and good to work on. So every time I've put on a layer on her butt or her breast, I add a big piece of foil to keep it in place. And every time I've done that, I shape everything again. And I'm working on my dress form in a lot of angles, from the front, from above, from the back, and I'm constantly watching and looking to see if it's having the shape that I want it to have. Now I'm putting a piece of tape, I think it's called, plastic tape on her waist. That's not a good idea. It's a good idea in order for the waist to stay thin, but the plastic tape will not stay put in later in the process. So if you have some painter's tape, that would be better. Now I'm adding more shape to her hips. I want them to be wider. And I also want some of the whiteness to go down on her thighs. She's not going to have skinny legs from the top and down. There have to be a little more shape on those as well. As you can see, it's many layers in order to get the right shape. The doll I'm working on now, or the dress form that I'm working on now, is going to be bigger than the other one. And wrapping it again with a whole piece in order for the smaller parts to stay in place. This video, originally it was a very long video. I'm not sure, I've already told this, so I better do it again. And I cut it down and I cut it into 5 different videos. So this video I start the actual shaping of the body. In the next video I'll show you how to make your own glue, homemade glue. And then I'll start my paper mache, is that what it's called? I think it is. And there'll be a video on how to take the dress form off the doll. And the last video will be making it pretty, decorating the dress form. And there's also in one of the videos, I don't remember which one, I use another material than normal. Normally you use newspapers to make paper mache. That I'll start using, and then I'll end up using another material. Also a material that's reused material. So I'm making sure she's got a neck. That's quite important on a dress form. And I'm adding more tape on the top of her arms and shoulder. You don't have to do that. That was a thought I had, and it works. It keeps it all in the right positions, but it's not necessary. I'm sure that it would have been good enough without the tape as well. But if you want to add it, go ahead and do that. But it's, as I say, not necessary. I'm just about being ready with the actual shaping of the body. And I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you will share the video with your friends and family, colleagues, whomever you want to share it with. I hope you'll comment on it and like it and be a subscriber. And I certainly hope that you want to watch the next videos and see how she turns out to be in the end. I think it's It's a cute little thing. So thank you, and hope to see you again. Bye bye.